Hi guys, welcome to the 4th episode of FrikkiTalks. And as you guys can see today, unfortunately, I don't have a guest, but Sankatala man, don't be alarmed. We're still gonna have fun. So today is gonna be a bit different. It's called If You Could. Would you rather, whatever, just questions that I asked people, reached out to a few people, wrote down a few questions that I wanted to ask them, and they have their own not fun, but experiences to share, right? So I have a phone, I have a second phone. Don't come for me, I have a second phone. And from this phone, we're going to play the recordings to the questions that I asked them. So we're going to make it fun. We're going to make it entertaining. Hopefully they have some juicy stories because I didn't listen to this yet. I haven't listened to anything that they've said yet, but I'm excited. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
First question that I asked, right, was if you could tell your ex one thing today, if you could say one thing to your ex today, what would you say? And I have two answers from two people. I'm not gonna mention their names. You guys gonna have to go find that out. But let's play the first voice note to this question. If you could tell your ex one thing today, what would it be?
I would say that I'm glad he finally found his type, because all the baddies he managed to pull, it's very questionable. It's very, very questionable. Also, I would tell him to cut back on the black labels. It's not the look. I'm so sorry, no.
Okay, cool. So that one, I kind of cheated because I heard this one. I'm not going to tell you guys who this is, right? But yeah, and in Vilamos, you guys heard her. She said that, yeah, I hope you found your type, which means, Bana, she didn't consider. I feel like she did him a favor, right? Because I know this person, she's very beautiful, very gorgeous. And then when I saw the guy, the ex, I was like, the combos are not communicating. Something is not it. Something is not it. But okay, that's what she had to say to her ex. And the whole black label story, basically he's drinking a lot, so he has a pot belly. And it's not the look, Shem. It's not the look. Bro looks worse than he did before, 10 times. 100 times worse, in fact. But anyways, let's call up. Second person. Again, the question is, if you could tell your ex one thing, what would you say? This is the second response that I got.
One thing that I know, it wouldn't be anything nice. I would probably tell her to fuck off.
Oh.
I would just tell her to fuck the hell off. Just get away from me. Because honestly, I have nothing to say to her, especially not nice things to say. Even if it's an eye, it's really gonna be fuck you. Fuck off.
Okay, guys, you guys heard it. She told her ex to basically F off. To the ex, I don't know what she did, I don't know what she did, but she doesn't like you. She does not like you. So I don't have any input, but let's go to our next question. So our next question is, what is the pettiest reason you broke up with someone, right? I wouldn't say I'm a petty person, but I've also broken up with someone because of a very petty reason. But this is not my story to share. Let's see the next answer to that question.
Okay, I'm in first year, right? It's first semester, and we had tutorial classes or whatever, and at the back of the class there was always this stud in LLB, right? So then, I was like, I like how they dress and all that. I've never been with a stud. So I like how they dress, whatever, cool. Then my friend finds it upon herself to get her IG and my IG.
Okay.
Cool. I've never had a conversation with them in person, keeping in mind, so it was just over text. Cool. Now we go to orientation week and there's this party, ne? And we speak. Number one, they're shorter than me. Number two, when they were speaking, I noticed that their teeth, guys. Not the teeth were just not doing it. There was gaps. There was not just one gap, but there were gaps throughout her whole mouth, and I was just no, it's just not gonna do it. And then I started speaking to them, but they still speak to me. But I personally stopped speaking to them because I was no, that is my story.
This thing now, where feminine, like, okay, in the LGBT community, actually, even in the heterosexual world, girls don't want to be with shorter guys. Like, most girls wouldn't want to be with a shorter guy. So it would make sense why she doesn't want a shorter stud. But I'm all like, I think they've told you in the streets, shorter studs do it better. Shorter studs do it better. What's better? Akitsi. But ish, okay. And then secondly, the teeth. Okay, I feel like, okay, awudalwanga. I mean, sorry, udaliwe. Like, if you have, like, you know, not good teeth, that's okay. That's okay. But I feel like teeth for me also is a big thing. It's a big feature. So I'm big on teeth. Yeah, but like I said, fair too. Like, if you have crooked teeth, that's all right, buddy. That's all right. That's all right. You still love regardless. But I get you with the being short thing. And while I prefer people that I'm with being shorter than me, because I'm the more masculine, you know, but I'm soft masculine. I would prefer someone to be shorter than me. But people say I'm short. I still don't agree. I feel like I have a good little height. I'm not tall, definitely no, but I'm not short either. But Dimvile, like, I 100% agree. That would also be a reason for me to dip, because what do you mean? But anyways, again, still the same question. Peter's reason you broke up with someone. This is the second story we have.
Okay, so this is my story about the situationship. So we in the same university, and this guy apparently has been seeing me on campus, and he ends up, like, his best friend or whatever is in our class.
Okay.
So he ends up asking the friend to ask one of my friends for my number.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool, like, whatever, like, sure, because at this point I'm not looking for anything serious. Like, it was just, like, gonna be entertainment for me.
Okay, entertainment. Wow,
So
crazy.
It was a party that Friday, and we were like, okay, now we can, like, link at the party, whatever. So we go link at the party, and things are going okay, but then this man, he's very fatra. Like,
Okay.
he's grabbing on me, calling me wifey.
Oh.
Mind you, this is the first time that I've ever met him. Like, he grabbed on my neck in front of my friends.
That man can relax. Hibo.
As in, like, he carries on, like, wifey this, baby
Mm-mm.
this. No. So I tell him, like, okay, I'm not looking for anything like this. Let's just be friends. He tells me
That never works, by the way. That whole thing, like, when you okay, she wasn't with him, but that whole thing of being cool with your people you've been with, let's be friends. They're like, I don't want to be friends, you just want to smash, but that's okay.
there's nothing wrong with friends kissing each other occasionally and everything. And I was like, okay, no. So I ghosted this boy because I was like, no thanks. And he kept coming back, and it was so bad, and I wasn't showing this man anything. I was not reciprocating, but he kept coming back.
Yeah, okay, that's the thing with men. Men don't listen. Like, they don't care. I feel like it's all a game for them. Like, the harder you fight, the more they're like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get with this girl. But the whole thing of touching on your neck and grabbing up on you, calling you wife when you guys literally just met is insane. I wouldn't do that. Me personally, you're not gonna do. I feel like it also depends on the vibes though. Like, the vibe, if, like, you were, like, into him as much as he was into you, then I feel like then you wouldn't have a problem with it. But also, like, it's the first time meeting. The guy can relax. Like, he can relax. I feel like that's valid, Mina, I feel like that's not even petty. That's actually a very valid reason to just, Okay, my story for my petty reason for dumping someone is the way that they type. Yeah, we old. I get it. Here and there, obviously, shut the fuck up. You know, yeah, like, you'll shorten it, whatever, abbreviation. But this girl was stayed on some. I would ask her, how are you? She wouldn't say, I am fine. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? In this economy, my babe, in 2024, you can't do that. I was like, dip. I was so gone. I was like, your big age. Like, umdala. I'm fine. I was like, ooh, sister, let's chai. Okay, sorry. Third person, yeah.
Okay.
Peter's reason you broke up with someone.
Peter's reason I actually broke up with someone. I don't know. I think I was just tired, but the way that it turned out was pretty messed up. So,
I actually went to go and see like one of my side people in Midrand.
Okay.
Told my girlfriend, well, my ex, that I am going to Midrand to be with my then best friend
Okay.
for the weekend. She was going to a graduation in Joburg, so she's the her train.
Okay.
As I'm coming back from seeing my side piece or whatever, I get in the car train and lo and behold, it's my ex-girlfriend. Well, my girlfriend. It's pretty awkward, but like I remember that I managed to like, concoct a very good lie. Anyways, long story short, we got back to my place and she spilled some of her drink on me and I overreacted and I was like, no, this is the reason I can't be with you anymore is because you're like reckless. All of this because I got a little bit of a drink spilled on me and needless to say we broke up. Like, but it was so petty.
Nah, I feel like that's not the reason why she broke up with her ex-girlfriend. I feel like there were issues. There were issues there, right? And I feel like it was like, let's say for instance, because I'm also the type of person where like if I'm with someone, there are times where I brush like certain things you do under the mat. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to bring this up. It's too small. But then all those things come together and then they do one simple thing, like an innocent thing, and you're like, you know what? By the way, I'm breaking up with you. By the way, I am actually quite tired of you. By the way, because you can't break up with someone because they spilled a drink on you, my babe. You wanted to break up with them anyways. But okay, that's my opinion. But I hear you. If the foot was hard and she spilled a drink on your hard foot, that's valid. I feel like that's very valid. That's very valid. Okay, so the third question that we have is, if you're attracted to someone, what is the first body part or feature that you notice first? Like, what stands out to you? Okay, so...
Okay, the first thing I notice, the first body part I notice when I'm attracted to somebody, their eyes.
Okay, fair, me too. Me too.
I love pretty eyes as well as people.
Unhinged women have the prettiest eyes. I say what I said. Unhinged women have the most gorgeous eyes. Anyways.
Well, people with long lashes.
I don't have long lashes. I don't even have lashes, dog.
As well as eyebrows. Pretty eyebrows.
I don't,
like
okay.
teensy.
Oh, okay. Pushy eyebrows. Mm-hmm.
As well as somebody's smile. Yeah.
Yeah, smile. Okay.
Beautiful smile as well. Yeah, I have... What's the other thing? I think I have a thing for hands, kind of. But
do I have nice hands? I don't... I think I have... Okay.
Pretty hands. And, yeah, I think that's that. So, pretty eyes, long lashes, pretty eyebrows. Puff, man, pretty, like, eyebrows is names.
Okay. No, guys, diamuvamna. She said smile. Okay, smile. That's also very important. You have to have a gorgeous smile. What did she say again? Hands. Okay, I'm not big on hands. I'm fine with hands. Eyes. Oh yeah, eyes. Yeah, I love a person with beautiful eyes. Hey man, looking into their eyes and you're like, hey man, you lost in the ocean, dog. Like, you lost in the eyes. For me, I feel like I would say same, but obviously there's a few things that I would change. I like, what's it called? Collarbones-ish. I don't know how to explain it, like this heart. Like, when like a girl wears like a sundress, I guess, and you can see their collarbone. You see that? Chef's kiss. I would also say lips, because like, moisturize, and get dry lips, moisturize. Like, if you have pretty lips and your combos most, yeah, your lip combos, your eyes, definitely. Physical. What do I look for? Physical. Also your physique. I do look at your physique. I'm like, oh, okay. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it. Yeah, wait, if you could see it from the back, wait. Okay, I forgot the lyrics, but if you can see it from the front. Something like that, man. But you guys hear me. But diamvamna. I would also say eyes, smile, not hands. Like a collarbone type of, yeah. Okay, so our next question is going to be a bit spicy. But what is the... what is your most memorable hookup story? Right? I asked 2 of the most outrageous people I know, 2 of the most unhinged person I know. So let's see what they have to say about their most memorable hookup story.
So my most memorable hookup, I think, would have been the one I had. I think it was last year. Was it last year? It was last year. Yeah, like the beginning of last year.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. Wait, let me.
Would have been the one I had. I think it was last year. Was it last year? It was last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year. I still remember shit. But last year? Was it last year? It was last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year. I still remember shit. But it was this really cool chick I met, obviously through my business. Yeah, so we hung out, had a few sessions, and then on the 3rd session...
Yeah, stoners. A session is the way to go.
We were at the beach. It was like 1 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 a.m. Under the stars.
1 a.m. 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. 1 a.m. You know what happens in the a.m.s, eh?
Boy. And I think I only ended up going home from there at like fucking 3 a.m. Yeah, it was like 2 hours of straight.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
yeah.
That was the most memorable.
This girl, she feels herself. She's like, yeah, 2 hours of straight. Yeah.
Plus, she went from here.
Okay.
So it was like one of those
long distance type of, yeah.
Type shit. Yeah. But that for me was the most memorable hookup story I've had. And obviously, car sex is, you know how.
Oh, car. I've never had car sex. I've never. I mean, I've had an attempt, yes. But like, I want to. I'm gonna get a car. Or if you have a car, man, this thing is easy. Just slide in my DMs. I'll be there. But okay, cool. So it was a once in a moment type of thing where you're never gonna see her again. I love how like she went along with it. I mean, like you guys both, you know, did it and she lived in the moment, you know, like didn't think too much of it, whatever. I mean, yeah, fairs. I mean, that's how I feel like it should go. You know, just do it for the plot. It's okay. It's all right.
And go right.
Okay, so another story, the most memorable hookup you've ever had.
Okay, so I've been talking to this guy for some time, right? And it gets to a point where it's kind of like, it's time to meet now.
Yeah, guys, so sorry, this is one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people in this entire world. My favorite human being. She just kills me. She gets me, man. She gets me. I'm excited to hear this one.
Because I've been speaking for quite some time, for a few weeks. So, okay, cool. So, this is very important to remember. So, we got to a point where we're speaking about sex, whatever. And he brought up the fact that he's only slept with like 2 people, I think. And like, he's just never really had sex. He's not really that person. He's inexperienced. So, like, he's worried. I'm like, oh, no, don't worry. Like, I like you. Like, we'll work through it. We'll cross the bridge when we get there. Hey, girl, go on a date to go to his place. When I get to his place, this man, bro, decides on the first...
Now, wait. No, like I said, this is one of my close friends. I've never heard the story before. But I know that when her voice goes that high, this man, bro... She's not happy with you, innit? She's not happy with you, fam. Okay, let's continue.
He's eating my ass. We'll cross the bridge when we get there. Hey, girl, go on a date to go to his place. When I get to his place, this man, bro, decides on the first link he's eating my ass. And I was like, that's not so...
No, wait, did you guys hear? She said, this man on the first date, after he said he's inexperienced, he's never done anything, he decides to eat her booty, right? We're going to keep this PG, okay?
Man, bro, decides on the first link he's eating my ass. I was like, that's not so two bodies of you, hey?
She said, that's not very two bodies of you. No, because you can't say you have two bodies and then proceed to eat someone's booty. You can't do that. You can't. That's not very inexperienced of you, sir.
She make it. She make it clap.
Man, bro. Besides, on the first link, he's eating my ass. I was like, that's not so two bodies of you, hey? And on top of that, that didn't end there. Like, we had sex the whole night. Like, it got to a point where I genuinely got so tired. He would wake me up and be like, let's go again.
Yo.
And I was like, huh? Dude, that's crazy. Like, he literally gave me head for like 2 hours straight. And I was just like, what in the hell? Like, these two bodies are not adding up.
Okay, first of all, I mean, I want to say this man only has two bodies, but I feel like, I mean, yes, sorry, I want to say he doesn't have two bodies, but I feel like he does, because everything he's doing, it's giving inexperienced, right? Yes, you're excited. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't be excited? But then to proceed to, want to have, sex the entire night. I feel like that just proves by he is really inexperienced, because he's trying to get it all in, man. He's trying to, get his money's worth, I guess. He's trying to, and the whole thing about eating ass, I feel like that's also him maybe trying to impress you, because me personally,
sex all night and head for 2 hours. You are a liar. Something is off. But that was like the craziest.
Yeah, but you see, this is not even. I know this girl has more stories in her closet. I know this girl has more stories in her closet, up her sleeve, whatever. Nobody sees the But damn, head for 2 hours. 2 hours. Nah, 2 hours. That's also you, man, as like the woman, as the person who's receiving. Doesn't it get like tiring and sore at some point? Because it's sensitive. You can't necessarily go on for 2 hours, but that's not very two bodies of him. That's not very inexperienced of him. That man is lying. Something is off about that man. He's lying through his teeth. What is the most memorable? Do I want to put myself out there first? No. You guys not getting anything from me, because remember, this is digital footprint. You guys are only hearing these people's voice notes. You guys are seeing me. You guys know me. And these yens are London. But I have like quite a few. Quite a few. I have crazy stories. But that's a story for another day. Again, this is not about me. So you guys not hearing anything from me, man. Okay, so the fourth question. The fourth question we have is, I said to this person, I know that she's in a relationship, but I still told her, I was like, what is currently making you crash out? Like, things going okay, right? So the question is, what is currently making you crash out in your relationship or situationship? Let's hear what she has to say.
I guess the current thing that's making me crash out about my relationship is the lack of communication and the lack of like the understanding of each other and to comprehend like what the other person is saying.
Yeah, no, lack of communication is definitely a killer. Yeah, that's definitely a killer. And I feel like sometimes it's not even about like you guys are not communicating. You guys are communicating, but you guys are not compromising. That's the problem. Yeah, well, this one is saying her piece. This one is saying her piece, but then are you guys meeting in the middle? Yeah, well, but anyways, yeah, oof. I ate God. Hi. 4 + 4.
Like, it's just so frustrating when you guys prior to the relationship, you guys had a thing like on and off for a while, and the communication was great, and you guys said you were gonna work on this and try do all of the stuff, and then when you get into like the relationship,
you ain't doing none of that. You ain't doing none of that. You are a talker. All you know is to talk. Okay.
Like that, like coming up from the past, and it's just not a fun vibe to suck because
it's a situation of if we have had like multiple conversations about it, we've had phone calls. I've apologized for my wrongdoings, and then you still like bring it up in the future every time we fight. It kind of just feels like you're taking that as a moment to jab at me,
Okay.
and to remind me of my past fuck ups.
Okay, cool. Okay, so basically the whole layout is, first of all, lack of communication. But secondly, it's reminding someone of something that they did. Okay, so cool. Let's say you're dating someone, right? They do something to you, right? And you guys like split, whatever the case might be. But then you guys get back together, right? And you apologized, right? You making it up. You're making up for what you did. You're putting in the effort. You're putting in the time. You're showing up. Yes, we're not saying, Bana, if like your partner did something to you, you must forget it in like 2 days, 3 days. But if you can clearly see that they're putting in the effort, and whenever you guys fight, you always go back to that thing, that's not healthy. That is not healthy, because like as a human being, you must also forgive and forget, because you can't now like 1 year later, whenever you guys argue, you still on some, oh yeah, but remember when you did that? That does not make for a relationship, my sister. That's not fun. That's not healthy. That's not vibes. Like I wouldn't want to, be with someone who keeps on like reminding me about, oh yeah, but remember when you effed up this one time? Like, let it go, my brother. Like, I apologize. Like, let it go. Either you leave me alone or you let it go.
Shit annoying, because it's like, if I said sorry and you had like accepted all of my apologies, why are we going back to
Back and
that
forth.
topic and now tuning our communication? Because now we barely talk. She's off with me, I'm off with her.
Oof.
But it's just like this situation of like, what can we do? Because it is what it is. But it's also just like, oh, but why is it like this? Like, why can't we communicate like we have before? Like why is it like different now when there's a time?
Okay. No, like I said, I'm going to give my opinion on the situation. We human beings, like we all make mistakes, right? And if you're going to take that step of being like, you know what, this person, let's say maybe they cheated on you in the past, whatever the situation might be, and you tell yourself, okay, you're going to try again with this person. It's really unfair for you to be, whenever you guys have a disagreement, you remind them of what they did, right? Because it's either you dump them, or you with them, but you guys work through this together. Yeah, well, so like, I think I would, well, I'm not one to, let me not act like I'm an angel. Let's say if I hurt someone, and they kept on doing this, I would call it quits, man. Like, I would call it quits, because like, it can't be something, it's so repetitive. Like, every fight you guys get into, that's brought up, that's repetitive, that's boring. That's a bit boring. Like, find something else to do, find another argument, I guess, find something. But no damn vamna. Sorry. Our second last question is, if you could ask your future self, one question, what would you ask? Okay. Okay, cool. Our second last question is, if you could ask your future self a question, what would you ask? I only had one person respond to this, because I also I also have something to say. So let's hear what she has to say.
Jesus, that's a tough question.
Yeah, tough cookies.
I would I wouldn't ask specific questions like, oh my God, did you find love? Are you married? No, because I would love to be surprised in the future. Okay, would I ask my future self if we're married? No, I don't think I would. No, but I also want to know, hey, so I know like what I'm getting myself into. Like if it doesn't go my way, but okay, would I want to know what my soulmate looks like? Yes, I know. It's such a difficult question, because like, I want to know, but I don't, because I feel like that's going to make things easier. If I know like my soulmate, then I'm not going to go through all the people that I'm going through or gonna go through. But at the same time, it's tiring, so I just want to let you know who my soulmate is, so I can avoid all those people. But I can't necessarily do that, because like, I want to be a better person, so maybe all these people are going to prepare me for my soulmate. Ish. Future, I would rather ask questions like, is there anything we've done that we regret?
Oof.
Like we've done in our 20s, which is not right now,
okay,
and we regret in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, is there anything we should have done in the 20s and we did them later on in life, but we should have done them in the 20s. Like something.
Okay, ndiyamva, but then, okay, I hear where she's going. I hear where she's going with this. But at the same time, now I feel like, let's finish the voice note.
Along those lines. So I can, like, better my future, I guess.
Ooh.
That would be it for me. I wouldn't ask specific questions because I would really love to be surprised in the future because nobody wants to know the future. Everyone has hopes and dreams and hopefully they come true. So I want that.
Okay, cool. I get what she's trying to say. Like for me as well, I don't think I'll ask specific questions because I want to be surprised, right? Okay, you know what? Even if it's going to be a bad surprise, I still want to be surprised regardless. I want to be like, oh, slay. Okay. You know, I feel like we would have I feel like life would be so boring if you knew what was going to happen before it happened, right? Like, where's the excitement of it? Like, if you knew that if you go out at 7 p.m., let's say you go to broke, whatever. I'm not saying your soulmate is a broke, by the way. I'm not saying your soulmate is a broke, but like, let's say you go to broke, whatever. You meet this girl, you know, and you guys are actually soulmates. You guys are actually going to get married. And you knew when you were still going to a club that, okay, today you're going to meet your soulmate. You guys are going to get married in 10 years. Where's the fun in that? Like, where's the fun in that? So I get it, but like, if I had to ask my future self one question, I would say, are we rich? Because that's the question that is the question that determines if I continue to live or not. Are we rich? Are we filthy rich? If the answer is no, I like ipas my miswengoku dohlike. Because you can't tell me that I'm going through all of these things. Salary, 9 to 5 income. No. So I would ask my future self, like, are we rich? Or like, no, wait, I would ask my future self, did we make it? Right? Yeah, did we make it? I feel like that's more. Future self, did we make it? She has nothing to say, yeah? She has nothing to say. So, and our last question. I'm so sorry if I'm going through these questions fast. It's just that I'm a fast speaker and I feel like that's my only excuse. Just that fast, like that's literally all. Our last question is, what is the weirdest DM you've ever received? Right? That's our last question. What is the weirdest DM you've ever received from someone? Wait, I think I have 2 people for this. Yes, 2 people are going to tell me what's the weirdest DM you've ever received from someone.
Oh, sorry. Basically, okay, weirdest DM I've received. Okay, I have 2. So the first one happened basically when it happened last year, November, December, around those times. I was in Clifton having the time of my life. I meet this white guy. He's white.
What is the song I'm looking for now again? Got a white boy, my rasta. He be feeding me. Oof, Diambona. She's going for those ones. Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Tell me why I get a DM on Sab. You're the first black girl. I never tasted chocolate before.
That is grounds. That is grounds for block and delete. There's no way. There is no way. Why would you? Okay, this is for my white folks. Yeah. What makes you think it's okay for you to say that you're the first black girl I've been with? I've never really tasted chocolate, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Why?
Oh, don't. That was giving me like you have a chocolate fetish. Like you, get out. You, I don't like that.
Yeah, I also think he had a chocolate fetish because, like, if I ever like got with a white person, I wouldn't. Yeah, I feel like he has like a chocolate fetish, whatever the case might be. Because if I ever got with a white person, like we dated or something serious, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my first time. You know, like I've been with a white girl before. You know, I've never really tasted milk. I don't know what it tastes like. Why? Why would you say that? But anyways, that's men. I feel like, you know what men say nowadays doesn't really bother me because like, oh yeah, it's you, man. It's you.
The next one was on some
Oh, it was like a girl.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, it was like a girl. She was a bit skinnier than I am.
Okay.
And she was like, "You my first thick girl. This is how I know I'm sorted for winter." I'm like, babe, what do you mean? You, get out, get out, get out.
No. What?
This is how I know I'm sorted for winter. I'm like, babe.
Nah.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no.
What's the weirdest DM I've ever received? Ooh, I'm lying. The weirdest DM I've ever received was on TikTok. And this girl was like, this is when like the comment, because if you're a TikTok head, you're gonna know this. You're gonna know this comment because people say it like the entire time, the entire South Africa. She said that woza uzofaka isandla painting. If you want me to translate it to English for you guys, for my English speakers, it means come put your hand in my panty. That's what she said on TikTok. She didn't say hi. She didn't say how are you. She went straight to the point. Was also faka isandla painting. Listen, I leaned back and I was like, wow. You really ate that. Like you really did that. But then obviously I went through her profile. I was like, okay, cool, whatever, you cute, whatever the case might be. But I was like, okay, it's massive value up. It's all right. Like that's all you're gonna get. Like nice comment, like top-notch comment, but that's all you're gonna get from me. But that ate though. And then obviously afterwards I started seeing people commenting, like saying that on TikTok, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, most like, so you didn't come up with that, no, you heard it from someone else, and then you slid into my DMs, and then you use it on me. But I was flattered though. So it's all right. So that's all the questions that I have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I enjoyed listening. By the way, these were all blind reactions. I only heard one voice note, which was the first one, but everything else was a blind reaction. My favorite, okay, I loved all the answers. I don't want people to get me wrong. I loved all the answers, but my favorite one was the guy had two bodies. God, he was moving like that. That one killed me. Like, I'll go home and I'll still laugh about it because it is that hilarious. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode, I might make another one like this again. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, man, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know if I should do a video that's similar. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. I hope you guys laughed as much as I did because that was too hilarious. And that is all for today.
Bye!